First leg of the triple trio with a jackpot as well. We'll come to that in a second. It's a Class 4 over the 1650 with Universal Go-Go getting a start now with Oriental Elite out. But Flame Lily heads, a two-time course and distance winner this season. Mighty Power into Class 4 for the first time. Green Dispatch, a last start course and distance winner, but that win was back in September. Custer Force will roll forward. Starlit Night will go from 11 as well. Methane, a last start winner. Kambeki Molly will roll forward and down to Happy Hour, course and distance winner in December, but that was in Class 5. Now, as far as Chung Fa is concerned, Casada Forza is the only one of these that's been up and back in the last month, but he has had a run in between.
Yeah, good to slow here the prediction. Kambeki Molly was able to lead and win in Class 5 going back a few runs ago. Now 4 runs to be precise. Shadow roll off, crossover noseband on. Casa de Forza can sit handy. He was able to lead in a recent barrier trial. That means Happy Hour should get a pretty good run from gate number 1. Maybe a question mark around Green Dispatch. 175 days away and he hasn't been leading in his trials. Green Dispatch, Blake Shim, Danny Shim.
Here he is. I thought it would show him anyway because we haven't seen him for ages. You mentioned 175 days away. He's the grey horse on the inside, just working nicely. Craig Starr's a pretty smart horse as well, but he was just pushed up a little bit. So I would agree with you. I'll just take him with a bit of caution there. Casa de Force has been working well. These blinkers on, cheek pieces come off him. Blinkers on the first time. Joe Moreira likely to go forward and he moves nicely in his work. So the blinkers seem to have sharpened up. We won't know exactly till race day, but they seem to have. Methane stepped up to 1650 last start and was very impressive. Chad Schofield aboard now. He'll take over from Lyle Hewitson. Draw him wide, but it's not going to worry him because he gets back anyway.
All right. We'll come back and have a look at that run of Methanes in a moment or so. 1.4 million going into the triple trio pool here, so an estimated dividend in the region of $2 million. Let's start our search for those 3 numbers with Casada Forza and Flame Lily. I'm sure a race is going to come Casada Forza's way, and with the blinkers on as well, this may well be the race. Yeah,
and Joe Moreira was on board in a recent trial. As I mentioned before, led in that trial and went to the line pretty well for a second. I thought he battled fairly in the straight last time out. It wasn't a bad run really behind Thunderstompers' beaten favourites, so he's certainly a must. Yeah,
I've definitely got him. And I've got Flame Lily in as well. I think Flame Lily's had a good season. 6 starts, 2 wins, 3 placings. So the penny dropped for him this season.
Bulb Elite come out of that race and win too.
Yeah, and Dor was down the outside, who ran well without winning last week. Next up, Green Dispatch. Now, this is the win back in September. 1650 was the trip, course and distance, but first up since.
Yeah, it was a really nice win, but look, I showed that track work just as a little bit of a caution with him. I don't know if he's totally wound up for this race. In saying that he has won fresh before, but look, I haven't put him in. I'm just a little bit wary of him.
Yeah, I haven't put him in either. This is when Blake Shin got his first win. Speedy Wally, CP Power were coming at him. He trialled over 1,600 metres. He's quite hard ridden, I thought, in that recent trial.
OK. Methane stepped up in trip last time out, got up to 1650 after showing plenty of speed over shorter. This was a nice win, I thought.
Yeah, he was really impressive on this occasion. Methane got to the middle of the track for Lyle Hewitson from gate number 7, sat sort of midfield, went off at 15 to 1 in the end, but let down like a really good horse. So I think he's certainly a must. He looks like he's really improved.
Yeah, and he has improved, and the distance was the key for him. Up to 1650 by Piero. I think he can win again. His work since then has been pretty good as well.
Yeah, he was still running around a little bit, wasn't he, in the closing stages? Not still be something extra in the tank. Tangway we can have a look at now. Now he's a winner as... No, he's not a winner, so I was going to say he almost won, didn't he? He was beaten a very close margin, but we're still waiting for that maiden victory.
Yeah, and I've made him a long shot, been burnt with him before. I thought he'd run well on the all-weather, but he didn't. 4.1, he can dear me out with him.
No, I'm not taking 4.1 around Tangmere either. He's had his chance. He's really well bred. Look, he ran on OK at the end here, but he's done this on numerous occasions. He's had a recent trial as well with Zach in the saddle, who's back on board him. He's placed on him in the past, but no, I'm not interested in 4.1.
All right. He has won once overseas before he arrived.
Yeah, he did.
Still a maiden here. So what do we think, Paul?
Going to go with Methane. I think the win was very good. 1650 was the key, even up to 1800 for this horse. The further the better. So he's on top. Casa de Forza, blinkers on to the front. Flame Lily's had a good season. The other one I'm going to put in a bit of a price there for 4th was Kambeki Molly. He's only won the one time, and he led all away that time. I can see him getting a similar run here. I don't think he'll win the race, but I think he could stay on reasonably. So 9, 6, 1 and 11.
I'm going to go with All You Know here, coming out of the stable of Richard Gibson. This horse here is a 2-race winner from 25 starts. He's 12-1 in the market at the moment. Now, the comment says he came off the bridle at the 600 metres. Yes, he did that on the all-weather last time out, but look, it wasn't the worst of runs, and he's trialled up OK since. He got to the line OK behind, well, E-Star was in that same trial he was in. Grant Van Niekerk's had one ride on the horse before for one placing, so I'll take a chance with him at a price. All You Know, Methane goes in, Casa de Forza, and Starlet Night probably should have won 5 runs ago, but went too quick in front. Got an awkward draw this time round. Karis Teton aboard him, so 3, 9, 6 and 7. All
right, 9 for me as well. Methane, I think he can win again. We've all got the 6 and the 9 though in our numbers, which is the first leg of the triple trio. So hopefully that's a good starting point for you there, race number 4.